back to the UK National Championship 2016. I'm your host for this weekend, Matthew Bell, and joining me for strategic commentary, Luke Withington. How are you doing, my friend?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Yes, we're moving into the top 16 of this tournament, so we're down to just a few duelists from a field of 530 initially. We actually have some stats for the top 64, if you want to walk us through. How many decks actually made it into the top 64? Because we showed you the top 64 at the end of day one. This is the actual...
Yeah, so this is looking very, very similar. So we showed you a top 64 in quotes yesterday. They were just the top 64 players
End of day one.
at the end of day one. This looks really, really similar, in fact, to that list. And yeah, so I think it's exactly the same number of Monarchs, in fact. I think it was 26 Monarchs decks that were in at the end of day two.
Yeah, it is actually.
That's the start of day two. Yeah, so 26 Monarchs, 11 Cosmo, 8 Dracopals, 7 of the Cliffords, and 3 Bunny Wrist, and then those 9 others. So if we switch back to now, when we're actually doing the top 64 cut, you can see it's a very similar story.
There's actually more other decks that have appeared up, so ones that are less outside of these top lists here.
Yeah, so they must have been out of contention yet if we'd have cut to top 64 yesterday, and they've just worked their way up.
Yeah, we're still sitting 9 unique decks that are 9 decks that are not a part of the main game right now that made it into top 64. I don't actually know how they're performing at the moment.
Yeah, so full 14.
We should have a few graphs a little later to show you how the top cut's been playing out.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the next match for the top 16. We have Luke Parks, who we've already seen. I've heard this is a giant rivalry with his opponent, Jacob. Is that right?
Jake, yeah, he likes to be called Jake.
Jake
Malander.
Jake Malander. So this is a huge local rivalry. And we're actually going to see a Cosmo mirror match.
Yeah.
But it's not completely the same, because we're going to see Card of Demise Cosmo versus regular Cosmo, which is something that I wasn't expecting to see
it's not
this
even,
far in a tournament.
It's not Fire King Island, it's not Card of Demise. He's playing Reasoning.
It's got Reasoning. It's just very much the usual jazz. He's playing 2 he teleports as you do with Farm Girls. He's playing 10 trap cards, Oasis, Called Haunted, 3 Cosmojos, which should be very, very important in this matchup.
Yeah, both players playing the triple Cosmojo.
Maxing out that, but it must have been a key to these guys' success on the mirrors, because I thought we was going to see much more Cosmo than we have. We've actually been seeing way more Monarch. And it's not like we've just not been trying to choose for you the matches. These are just we're trying to pick the best matches of each time. So we're going to head over to the table and get ready to start. So best of luck to these 2 duelists, and let's see how we go from here. Which round was it we saw Luke in yesterday? Do you remember?
Oh, that's a good question. It was around.
He was playing against Medolci, wasn't he?
No, that was Jack playing against Medolci.
Jack Edo, yeah.
I go.
Sorry.
You're thinking of Edo Marcus, the
European
reigning European champion.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, round 6 or 5. We're being told. So I think this game is going to be very, very strange. It's going to be who's got more Cosmojos or more solemn packages, essentially.
Well, both of these guys are playing 2 Farm Girls, so it could be just one window, and the duel ends. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm seeing Jake's hand loading in now. We've got 1 Slip Rider, 1 Farm Girl, 1 Cosmo Landwalker, Cosmojo, and Cosmo Time. Yeah. So that's a very, very good start for Jake. Since at the very worst, he can just shuffle his hand back and draw more cards. So for Luke, we have Solemn Strike, Cosmo Time, Tin Can, Card of Demise, and Slip Rider. That's also pretty strong, right? Especially the Card of Demise with the Tin Can.
Yeah, so he can shuffle away that Slip Rider and make an attempt at drawing another trap card.
In worst case, he discards the Slip Rider and doesn't worry about it, because he can just pick up a Call of Haunted or something and make some plays from this.
So we're seeing Jacob here. I just called him Jacob. I've never ever called him Jacob in my life.
It's getting so formal all of a sudden up here in the top 16.
Yeah. So Jake's probably going to go get a Dark Lady here. I think he knows what Luke is playing.
I'd be shocked at this point if they didn't know what they're playing. I mean, if you actually look at the number of people still acting, when you get up to walk away from your table, you've probably seen the entire field.
Yeah.
And a lot of these people, if you've been doing well in the tournament, are people you would have been paired against in the later rounds anyway.
Yeah. So Jake's really trying to decide what he wants to go for here. That's a nice premium gold rare Forerunner.
Yeah, I know a lot of people say. So there's quite a few people that don't like gold rares, but I love gold rares. I think they look fantastic.
They're just super shiny.
Like the premium gold is always a product that I'm always excited to work on each year.
Yeah.
Well, when for the years that we can actually produce it.
Yeah. So I don't quite know what we saw added to his hand there.
It was Dark Destroyer, I believe.
Right.
And here we're going to see a Landwalker. Landwalker with Cosmo Town in play is pretty good because it can offset any potential removal options from Luke. And with a Dark Destroyer in hand,
DD.
live,
Yeah, so we got the DD.
yeah, and a live pilot, as they call them. Essentially, for anyone who's not seen Cosmo before, first I'd say, well, welcome to organised play. Secondly, basically, the pilots are the small psychic monsters that have the effect that let you banish them to summon a higher level Cosmo monster.
Big spaceships.
And yeah, you usually summon the big spaceships, but sometimes it makes sense to go small guy, ship.
Yeah, slightly smaller spaceships.
Yeah, that's generally the gist of it.
Yeah. So Landwalker is one of the new cards from the Shining Victory set.
Yeah, it's actually really great, especially for its applications in Fire King Cosmo, which actually we haven't seen. We didn't even feature one all this weekend, did we? I can't remember.
I don't think we did.
I think we made it this one.
Quite. In all honesty, I think that the Fire King Island builds got quite hyped, and their ceiling is really high. They can do a load of stuff.
But it is
It's
prone
not very consistent.
to making unplayable hands, and in a tournament that only needs to happen to you once or twice for your whole day to be over.
Yeah. So in this tournament, we saw a maximum you could have dropped 3 games to be in the top cut.
Is it actually possible to build a deck where all 5 of your opening cards are pretty much usable in any 5-card combination? Or do you feel like you have to play some of these narrow response cards?
So in this format, certainly not. I think you've got to play a lot of cards that you might not necessarily want to see in your opening hand, and it's quite combo related. Actually, as people in the community usually refer to the back in the days of Dark Arm Dragon return decks as being the only time in which there was a tier 0 format, and that was considered to be the only deck in which you used to open 6 cards back then, that any 6 cards in the deck would win you the game.
I played during that format, and yes, I can attest that it was a very, very strong card, well, strong deck.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm trying to get the word deck out. I'll tell you why. It's because I was talking to another well-known UK player, Gihan, who keeps harassing me every event, saying, "When can I get Dark Arm back at free?" So if you're in the comments, feel free to respond with how you feel about having free Dark Arm Dragon. Be interested to hear your thoughts. Okay, we're going to see a little bit more action with Strawman being banished for Dark Destroyer destroying itself, and then searching for Farm Girl. No, it's not. He's going for Slip Rider. Slip Rider going to be able to take out the back row. I feel like I'm in an auction right now.
Yep. Dark Lady?
No, that's not how you do it. You have to use real words, otherwise it just sounds like a mumbling.
I was using real words.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, I was just doing it so fast that you didn't hear me.
I thought it was just because you were northern.
That could be it.
That just could be it.
We are in the north, by the way, Matt.
We are. I saw the signs, and it says in England, if you're actually driving in the north, there's just signs that are really ominous saying the north, and it's got sort of like miles for stuff. But I always wonder why no one's vandalised those signs and just put remembers.
I don't know either.
Well, apart from the being a criminal offence, vandalising road signs, but anyways, this is one of those things you sit and you think about. We can see 2 direct attacks going in against Luke Parks. That is 4,500, and he does banish the Cosmo Dark Lady, and he's getting the Dark Destroyer, which can pick up a Farm Girl.
Yeah.
It's Farm Girl number 2. That's another 1,500 damage.
Putting some damage in here, like.
And then he's got the Farm Girl Search. That should be game if he's got another Dark Destroyer, because that's 45 plus the 22 plus the 23. Nope, he doesn't. We've seen all 3 Dark Destroyers. Granted, this is still a huge amount of damage. I think it's just under. Destroys his own Cosmo Town. Oh, he can actually end with Cyber Dragon Infinity.
Yes, I was thinking that. You could tell the way that Jake's playing.
No,
here.
I head game. I know math.
Oh, did he? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, we didn't get.
I can't count because everything's happening so fast, and I'm focusing on so many different things. But yeah, that's game. Or even if it wasn't, there was going to be Cyber Dragon Infinity anyway. So
yeah, so you could just tell. You can tell. So I was told about this little rivalry between these guys. You could tell the way that Jake was playing his cards there, just how aggressive he was playing through his deck. Search, get a slip.
This is
rider,
one of these
slam it down.
fun, jolly rivalries that British people have with people, and you're like, sir, I
don't know.
you to a duel. Or is this like one of these bitter rivalries that you Northerners seem to have with everyone?
I don't know. We'll have to ask them about it afterwards.
Well, no, I don't want to, in case it is one of those bitter rivalries. I don't want to be added to that list. I don't want him to sort of be like,
You're on the list.
yeah, I don't want him to just say
You're
that.
on the
But,
list.
I'll just be like, what does that mean?
No, it's never. That's never a good idea.
No. So what we can see coming in from the side decks for this matchup?
So I think Drowning Mirror Force, definitely a good idea.
Yeah, because it just outright wins the game. Cyber Dragon, definitely, for the Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon.
Might even see Magic Deflector against the teleports.
That's a possibility. System down is 100% going in. This is the only matchup that you would consider playing it, unless somebody was playing Gadgets still.
Well, people are playing Oasis of Dragon Soul to try and get around that system.
Oh, because it turns your monster into a worm type.
It does, yeah.
Oh, that's actually pretty clever.
Yeah, you use Oasis of Dragon Soul. There's been a time where this happened to me, in fact. I used Oasis of Dragon Soul to revive, I think it was either a Slip Rider or Dark Destroyer, and my opponent played Cyber Dragon and said, Contact Fuse? I was like, no, it's a worm monster. So I couldn't Contact Fuse into Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so I think both players are playing Chimera Tech here.
There's even Cyber End Dragon in...
There is a reason for that. That's
Jake's
actually from Jack Igo's deck. He thought of doing this. If your Cyber Dragon Nova gets destroyed somehow, then
if your opponent goes ahead and negates the Nova instead of the Infinity, and then they've misplayed, you then punish them with the Fusion monster.
yeah.
I can just imagine how angry you'd be at yourself.
Well, Jack was telling me this happened at a regional. It was someone who didn't really know the game too well, and he summoned his Cyber Dragon Nova, and they just went, "Oh, Solemn Warning." He went, "Cool. I'll summon my 4K."
So things just got really bad for you,
Yeah.
didn't they?
Yep. So yeah, just for even more information, so what El Chadol just said was right. Luke Parks finished first in Swiss. He was undefeated.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. I feel like sat here with the standings, I should have known that, but I'm going to act surprised anyway.
Whoa.
I'm not that surprised. That's forcing it a bit, but you know.
Yeah.
We're 1-0 up for Jake Malander. We'll see how Luke's going to come back for this.
So I've got all the players in front of me now with their deck lists by the side of them. Well, not the deck list, but the type of deck that they're playing.
Sure.
So if there's anyone in the chat who needs to know, is my friend blah 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 still doing well, then I can let you know. This is the top 16.
As it says on the screen, in case you're just tuning in. Okay, so this is Jake's hand. Jake has a Slip Rider, a Forerunner, a Slip Rider, Cosmojo, and Cosmo Town.
Yeah, those are all going to go away. He's going to Cosmo Town all of those back. That's pretty good. We see Luke open with Card of Demise, Solemn Strike, Emergency Teleport, Cosmo Town, Call of the Haunted, all fantastic cards. He's going to set everything, and he's actually saving it, so he decides to wait.
He didn't play the Card of Demise?
No,
That's
weird.
Why would you hold that back?
I don't know. That's really strange.
Is there cards in his hand that he doesn't want to lose? He
Or
hasn't
whatever
put
Tin
the-
Can gets. But
he
he's got a
hasn't
Call
put
of
the
Haunted.
Cosmo. But can't you stack the end phase up in a way that you can keep the card
Yeah.
from Card of Demise? He's kept the Cosmo Town in his hand. He hasn't committed that to the field.
Yeah, this seems really strange. Maybe he just wanted to get a big untargetable ship on board as soon as possible so he didn't get OTK'd. That's a possibility.
Actually, yeah, that's a potential.
So let's see where...
Cosmo time.
I think-
Jake's going to put the
Jake's just gonna shuffle everything away.
a really dreadful hand back into the deck. Only 2.
Give them a quick shuffle just in case they weren't shuffled enough.
Yeah.
He does have a big. He had a big ship in hand as well. Yeah, I think he had another Dart Destroyer, so he needs to draw some pilots here. Oh, I think he drew Dark Wish.
And 1 for 1.
So 1 for 1, and now it's an Allure as well. Ooh.
See, whenever I see a lure at this angle and you get a quick flash, I always think, is that the beginning of the end?
Yeah, I do.
It's like, oh, that card is crazy, and then you realise you just can't ever actually play it. In fact, it was very, very big in the Shadow Burning Abyss combo deck.
Yeah.
Way back when, where you could just go get to the late stages of the game, draw 3 cards. We're seeing Cosmo Wicked Witch. Her effect is getting Solemn Struck. Well, that's supposed to the correct term, but on the Solemn Strike is being used against Cosmo Wicked Witch. Mystical Space Typhoon is going to be used against the other Spell Trap, which is going to be called Haunted. All he needs is a ship, like that one, and then he can go get himself a tin can, most likely, since his opponent's already used the normal summon.
Yeah, I decided that we really messed up last turn. Luke got the tin can from Emergency Teleport, which is why he couldn't use
Oh, right, yeah, I missed that.
I completely missed that.
I was
Very sorry.
Jake's hand. Sorry, guys, sorry.
Yeah, that was bad. Will Lucas is not in anymore. I think he lost in the top 32.
Top 64.
Or was it 64?
Yeah.
Ah, what a shame.
You can try again next year or Berlin. Ask
Yeah,
any of the players who played in this tournament. We hopefully will see you in Berlin, where we have the
all of those players will have made a high enough placing to qualify for the Continentals over in Berlin.
Actually, something really unfortunate for the UK scene. It's been many years since I think the last UK player that played at the World Championship was 2011.
It's a long time ago.
And unfortunately, that particular player lost pretty hard at the World Championships. So we're kind of hoping to see a UK player up on the world scene at some point. But again, when you get to the Worlds, again, even if you finish absolutely last, you've got to realise you're playing against the
best players in the world.
It's like finishing 22nd is like, yeah, that still puts...
That's 22nd in the world.
Yeah, that's 22nd in the world, which is a lot better than...
the entirety of my country.
Well, yeah, I could say a lot better than anybody below 22nd.
Yeah.
But yeah, it would be nice to see a UK player actually go to the World Championships again at some point. It's actually just also really easy for booking flights as well. When we actually have to take care of that part, sometimes it actually you end up having to do these really creative flight plans to get people that come from smaller regions and something to actually get them to the tournament. I was organising all the flights for Kyoto, and I think I was sat there till 8 o'clock, and you're sort of like, with your tie sort of like really undone. You're running your hands to your hair, going, "Oh my god, how am I supposed to sort this out?" Because Kyoto is actually not an easy place to get to. And I think full credit to the New Zealand player. I ended up having to get him a flight change, and I think it took him like 20 or so hours to get from New Zealand to Japan.
Wow.
Which was I really felt for him, but because Kyoto was such a difficult place. There was 2 airports near it, and then you had to then take trains and stuff. And it was also trying to coordinate loads of different flights to all arrive at the same time, so we could actually escort them over to the scene. That was fun.
Wow.
Although I did get to visit Helsinki in a change, so I could actually grab all of the European players in one place. I was very happy that that worked out.
Yeah, you had a quick stop off. Picked up all the European players.
Look back at the game. We're going to see Tin Can.
We've just seen Woodhouse running in the strangest possible way past the window here, trying to not make any noise, but all I heard were his footsteps.
Yeah, there has been food bought for the coverage team, which Woodhouse has taken care of. Haven't you, Woodhouse? Good job. He's nodding.
Yeah, he's nodding. The coverage team are very hungry.
Yeah, I've actually eaten since breakfast because as soon as the match is finished, you start preparing for the next round. And the last thing you want to hear is people munching on the live stream.
Yeah.
Cosmo Dark Lady actually very strong in this match because you can catch the pilots in the worst possible way. As soon as they get banished, you can just go ahead and negate the effects.
Yeah.
And you don't have to deal with the ship, and you don't have to deal with the problems.
Yeah, so anyone who's asking, actually Bradley Wood is now out as well. Someone was asking about him. Seeing a lot of life point changes happen here due to all of the small costs that you have to incur.
Does somebody ask we get some updates on some German players?
Games, please.
Oh, games, please. Sorry, my eyesight's not as good as it used to be. That's why I got old man syndrome and they gave me these glasses.
Yeah, I need glasses.
Well, actually, yeah. I'm actually worried because you're driving us home.
Yeah, I should have mentioned that. Should have mentioned that when we got home.
Before I agreed for this level of transportation, I probably should have thought about that.
Well, I got you here, so...
Yeah, that's fair. We're going to see Pot of Duality. Adding Oasis to Dragon Souls, I believe that was.
If we have enough time, we can get a deck profile with Luke Parks if that's something that you guys would want.
Maybe we'll see on time. As there's way less tables in a regular tournament, these rounds tend to almost always finish at the same time. Hey, 2 tin cans. So tin cans once per turn, or can you use?
It's once per
tin can, but you can only banish one once per turn.
Yeah.
But he won't be able to do that when he's used Card of the Demise and Pot of Duality.
Oliver Newton is still in. There was another player who someone just asked about. J.Y. Sharaf. Is that the right? Sharif. He's now out. So Luke Park's ending here with just so many back row cards.
Yep, and then Card of Demise is going to make him drop that card because he can't banish it, and Card of Demise is in effect. He has got Oasis of Dragon Souls down, so any ship in his graveyard that he needs access to is live.
Just right now, I just feel that Jake is so far behind here.
Well, Jake still has the Cosmo Dark Lady. Okay, Chaos Trap Hole. The Cosmo Dark Lady, so he can still negate one effect, but it depends on what those other 4 cards are.
Yeah.
Sorry,
it's got to be at
those
least.
other 3 cards.
Bearing in mind he's playing 2 Oasis of Dragon Soul and 3 Call of the Haunted. One of them is surely going to be able to get like a Destroyer, isn't he?
Yeah, and then he has he's going to get the attack through because there's no chips in hand. Oh, Cosmojo. Now this is the most awkward place to be in as a Cosmo player because even if he banishes the Dark Lady, because Cosmojo doesn't target, he'll just banish the ship. So he actually just has to let his monster go. During main phase 2, Jake is going to shuffle away those 2 unplayable cards, unplayable in this context, not completely unplayable, into something new.
So we did see Jake here be able to kind of reduce the number of back rows that Luke has here. But both players have Cosmotown, and both players have a way of just kind of fueling their plays.
I got Terraforming for Cosmotown.
Yeah, he may play Cosmotown over Cosmotown so that he can shuffle back again and add again.
He has used a normal stone because he got Chaos Trap Hold.
Yeah.
But he does have 2 play. What he play next turn? Oh, he is shuffling them back, both those cards.
Yeah. So maybe
because obviously he can't play them, so it makes sense to just try and dig for some trap cards.
Yeah, maybe Call of the Haunted.
Or Oasis, that would be pretty good. Or some Solemns. He got Cosmojo. Sadly, not very useful to him, but he also got the Strawman. Strawman.
Pretty useful.
Very
useful
strong.
next turn.
Especially when you get to these mid stages of the game. When there we go, Oasis of Dragon Souls.
This is going to be during the end phase to
Slip
get rid of
Rider.
that back row.
Yep, and that's going to snipe that out. Now both these players play double Farm Girl and double E-Telly, so Jake could just get destroyed here.
Finish it out.
Oh no, it's just slip. Okay, we don't know yet. 'Cause, emergency teleport is a quick play, so it's not counting that out yet. That was just 23. If he has Call of Haunted, that will be
No, he
game.
passes.
He just passes. Okay. See, this is the problem when you're playing Cosmo. Is actual fact because your life points is the primary resource of your deck. If the lower you end up, you get to a point where you can't actually use any of your monster effects.
Yeah.
And you actually find this, so then all of a sudden you can't really make these big fields and things like Cosmo. Even Cosmo Town's 800 damage you take from adding a Dark Destroyer becomes extremely relevant.
I feel like over anything, at least he can pay for. Actually, did you just draw a ship and a pilot?
Yeah, Dark Destroyer and Tin Can. He's going to add back Cosmo Dark Lady.
Yeah, I think he was looking for a better option here, but he took the risk. He took the risk of. He's going to take the risk, sorry, of just summoning Tin Can, banishing for.
No, he's
wow. That's rough.
That's all she wrote. Yep, Jake goes down in game 2.
Yeah.
Back into the side deck we go.
So there's 1-1 now.
Is he playing? Jake playing a full set of Full House? Yes, he is. He's actually playing 3 Full House to deal with the Demise build. So he's actually got that against Luke, who did have 5 there. He just didn't see any of the
Full houses. I mean, I am actually really excited. I didn't spot that all the way over there. But yeah, if we see Full House resolve, it's usually game over. I absolutely loved Full House during the Fire Fist format.
Oh, because it just so quickly decided games.
It was like, oh, I've got all my back rows. Oh, I'm gonna play my Tenki. It's like, Full House. I'll pick my Tenki, your Tenki, and the rest of your cards. It's like, oh, that's bad.
Yeah. It's sort of one where you sit there and go, yeah, I should have saw that one.
I just lost 4 cards, and I don't have a bear. He has a bear. I don't have a bear.
Yeah, I don't think you want to be in a Fire Fist matchup without bear.
No.
Like the card, not a real bear. Then again, having a real bear would be actually just dangerous, to be honest. The movie The Revenant, right? Where he fights the bear.
No, I haven't seen it.
No. Oh.
Well, thanks for spoiling it for me, Matt.
Oh yeah. Well, I haven't actually seen it either. Just all my friends were just saying, yeah, it's something about fighting bear.
Does he do it with his bare hands?
I don't know. Anyway, we'll leave that where that is, and we'll see what's going to happen in this next match. So where do you guys think this match is going in the comments? Yeah, we're just a few more rounds away from the end, and the smell of that pizza is also throwing me off.
Yeah.
It's like I can smell it in the tech team's just the tech team's there.
I see Luke Parks has a token. I don't know who that is.
Is that just a picture of himself?
It's not him. No.
This is so random. Okay, so Jake's going to start with Cosmo Town, Slip Rider, Dark Destroyer, Cosmo Joe, and Slip Rider. So that's actually
they're all getting shuffled away.
Yeah. And Luke is
Demise.
Yeah, he's got Card of Demise and now it's
Double
Twin
Call.
Twister.
Double Call, Twin Twisters, and Cosmo Town.
That seems extremely good.
Why, yes.
And we're going to see Dark Destroyer going down to Tin Can.
Yeah. Most likely.
No, he's okay. Yeah, of course, because he can do it this way.
Oh yeah, then he can pay for Dark Destroyer and then guarantee himself a Dark Lady in the end phase, and still have a Tin Can. Strawman.
Well, you can either have the Tin Can or the Dark Lady. He might.
Maybe, but I think Dark Lady would be a better option.
No, he's going to go with Tin Can.
I guess it's a little more reactive, but it's a bit random as to which one he's going to get.
Oh, and then again, in this case, he's got free space, free ships, and 2 guys. So he's going to do one of these. I think I said he had Call Haunted in his opening hand as well, right?
Yes, double call.
I mean for Jake.
Oh, let me double check.
No, it's
Cosmo.
Cosmo. Okay.
And he passes. And he actually got 4 and I didn't go for. Oh, obviously, Tin Can, yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so he's not going to go for the Twin Twisters, which he could have done to take out both these spells or traps. But
he's going to banish his opponent's Cosmotown. That's pretty good.
yeah, and he also then gets his Dark Lady.
Yeah. That's what. Yeah, that's obviously why he went down that line of plays instead of
Because he
just
wanted-
getting Dark Lady. He wanted to use the Cosmojo and then get the Dark Lady. That was a much better play, and that's why Jake is in the top 16 of his national championships.
Luke still has a really, really good hand because he could have played that Twin Twisters first, which would have then gave him more room for this Card of Demise because now he's only got. Well, he's got his normal summon still and 1 spell of trap, so he's probably going to end up losing one of these cards. But he could have Twin Twisted. Oh, he loses 2 cards here.
Both. However, he's got double call of the Haunted.
Yeah, so that's 2 Dark Destroyers, I believe, and 2 Call of the Haunted.
No, 1 Dark Lady, 1 Dark Destroyer.
Okay. We've got.
I don't know why he should have stand by phase, get Dark Lady, and get Dark Destroyer to destroy his Strawman or something. Okay, I didn't see the strike as well.
Strike's going to take out the Strawman.
Yeah, so he could call his Dark Lady and then call Dark Destroyer to pop his opponent's Dark Lady.
And if his opponent uses Dark Lady, you
uses
just
his.
pay 1,000.
Yeah, so
that's actually probably exactly what's going to happen here.
Oh.
No, he goes Dark Destroyer first.
That kind of makes sense because if that gets negated by Dark Lady, he can just go get Slip Rider.
Yeah, and then
I'll just call it back again.
Yeah, either or. Well, actually, because he's got the extra Call Haunted. Yeah, actually, that makes sense.
Or he's going to use that.
And strike.
He's going to get striked. That actually
You
went
see,
really badly for
He
Luke.
had Twin Twister though. That's the thing. He could have done Twin Twister before he committed to these plays, and he would have then dodged the Cosmojo and both the Solemn Strike here. I mean, the problem is he doesn't get punished.
Now he's got no good call of the Haunted target.
Provided he doesn't lose this turn, he doesn't get punished too hard because he has Card of the Demise. Well, he already played it, didn't he?
Yeah, he already played it.
He threw out 2 cards.
He's top decking right now. He's top decking. He's got Call for Dark Lady, and then 1 unknown.
Yeah,
So you just banish this, summon your Dark Destroyer to pop. Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so even if that gets banished, he's still going to be able to go get Slip Rider to destroy the Call of the Haunted.
Yeah, so he's
Or even just get 4 and then just tag over it.
Yeah, he's just acting to not use the effect, and he does get the Dark Destroyer banished.
Okay, for in all intents and purposes, that was the same ending.
Call Haunted. Quick check. There's a Dark Destroyer on the graveyard, and he can add back any monster he wants with his Cosmo Time. So he could go for Wicked Witch. No, he's going to go for Tin Can. Okay.
Yeah, let's pay 100 for that. Pretty cheap deal.
It's a bit of a bargain, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Tin Can effect.
I'm going to pay the full 500 for that though.
And then he's going to line up.
Jake's really low on life here.
Yeah, but I feel like he's in a commanding position. Even if Luke does hit a Card of the Demise, he's going to
deal with an untargetable ship.
Yeah, he's going to set a bunch of cards, and then we've already seen he's gone for 2 Call the Haunteds.
Jake's trying to decide what he wants as his third card here. He's going to go with... Don't know what he's going to decide on.
Cosmojo. 2, it's...
Slippy.
Worst pilot ever.
Ship.
Yeah, never mind. I was thinking of my childhood, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, I remember that now.
Help me. How are you so bad at this? Okay, so yeah, we got, there's a Twin Twister. And now he's off the top. He's completely off the top here.
Yeah.
Oh, Farm Girl off the top. He's got the Slip Rider there to stop that from getting there, but that was a pretty good effort.
So he's trying to decide whether he wants to destroy Cosmotown. Yeah, of course. Destroy Cosmotown, get Farm Girl. Destroy Cosmotown, get Farm Girl. Yeah, he's won.
Because his opponent literally has no out, right?
Yeah, well, he just can't go anywhere now. He's
Yeah,
gonna.
because he gets a 23.
He gets to draw a card for start off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Summon, attack,
Yeah, here.
Farm Girl, damage.
Take 800, take 1500, then take 3000.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the Dark Destroyer can then... oh, wait, he doesn't have any more Dark Destroyers. He only has more Slip Riders.
Oh.
Sorry, you can just use this Slip Rider to do a barrel roll and get some more damage in.
Yeah. And then go into infinity.
Yeah, which, when you're drawing one card, means you're out. Like, literally, that infinity is your one card. Yeah, here's a handshake. Stop it. Come on, give me your hand. There we go. Well played by both these guys. Like, yeah, that's enough. Come on. He's already lost. He's already gone.
Yeah. Puts a Reasoning on the top of the deck.
So yeah, that was Cosmo Demise versus Traditional Cosmo, and Traditional Cosmo going to be advancing. This is not the Fire King build or the Demise build. This is actually just.
I'm actually loving this, that we had so many people in chat just going, "Oh, why would you even play Cosmo without Fire King Island and Card of Demise?" Well, I don't know, because you're in the top 8 of your national championships with it. That's why.
Yeah, that seems to be a pretty good reason to.
Yeah.
Not. And again, it's like looking at over the long course of a tournament. You have a higher, people say higher ceiling when they mean that you can end in a larger variety of plays and most options.
Yeah.
But you do come at a risk of opening hands that you just can't do anything with. And this classic Cosmo deck is
Looks pretty consistent.
it's pretty far away from that. You're less likely to draw cards that are to the Garunix or the Yakusha, and then not end up being able to do anything.
Or spend all your life points on these big combos and then just lose out to like a Dark Hole or something.
Well, that one guy who just goes, "Did you just pay 5,000 life points, Jane Crone?" And you're like, didn't see that.
Just desserts, old man.
There you go. I'll negate one of those, and you're like, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Anyway, that was our match. We're going to be proceeding on to the top 8 very, very soon. So stay with us, and we'll bring you some more as quickly as possible.